What's that? It smells like GLR. Perhaps the greatest foot race known to the state of Michigan. The Michigan Outback Relay, formerly the Great Lakes Relay, is a 275 approximately mile race across northern Michigan, spanning 3 days with 10 members per team. My first GLR ever was in 2019, thanks to my roommate at the time, named Shane Skelsey, introducing it to me. Since that day, I've tried to go back every year when I can, and the team has progressed from, kind of an outside of the Big Mug group to a perennial contender of the Big Mugs. And last year, we were the runner-ups. To go back to last year, the Red Cedar team, Jebsen Nam, they get lost on leg A1. This is day one, the very first leg, starting at 6 a.m. They get lost. It is an Adrian College alumni, Tom Windle. He got lost for, I think it was like 2 hours or something. Some people said 2, some people said 3, it's lost in the lore of GLR now. But thanks to that left the door wide open for a team to get second, because normally the Red Cedar team gets second. Usually the U of M alum team, from what I understand, nondescript and inoffensive, they always get first. But last year, because Jebsen Nam got lost, that opened the door for some lucky team to burst through and become the runner-up of GLR 2024. And that team was RWA. Now, looking to this year, well, okay, let me go into a little more detail about it. Headed into day 3, we were sitting in third. The team behind us was only 53 seconds behind, and the team ahead of us was only 2 minutes ahead of us. That basically meant whoever won day 3, at least this is what we thought, whoever won day 3, they were going to be second of those 3 teams, right? But as we go back and forth, our team is like, at first throughout the day, we're sitting in a decent spot, and then we have a good stretch in the middle that gets us back ahead of both teams. So now we're in third behind the nondescript team, nondescript and inoffensive, and then Jebsen Nam. They're both 1-2. But Jebsen Nam is so far back that won't really matter if they beat us, because they'd have to beat us by, I forget, 2 hours or something. So that was off the table. Comes down to minutes apart. I mean, we're getting down to the final legs, and we are minutes apart. I am waiting to do the glory leg. The glory leg is always the final leg of the entire thing. In this case, C18. But it's always the last leg. You finish on the beach, whichever lake you're on, Huron or Michigan. And this week, if you recall, if you've been a long-time follower, you'll remember, this was the 100th 100-mile week. So, naturally, I got the glory leg to finish off the 100th 100-mile week while doing the glory leg at GLR. What better drama? And this wasn't scripted or anything. It comes down to 53 seconds. We were ahead of this team. It might have been 52, something like that. And I see Ronco, Joseph Federanco, returning member. He's coming down this long paved hill. It's an air touch, so like when he gets to a certain point, then I go. I'm getting ready to go down a long paved path. Now, at the end of GLR, as veterans will know, you're generally very tired and exhausted, and you've had to wake up before 6 a.m. each day, sometimes earlier. You've done at least, 20-something miles. And I get going. I know Andrew Qual, former GLR teammate, great runner, great M runner. I know he's not far behind. And he's the guy that I have to be at least within 53 seconds of. And I get going. Immediately in the first 200 meters, feel absolutely terrible. Like, I felt so bad. I don't know exactly why. But after a minute or two, it might have just been nerves. But I got going, started feeling great. Just great. Out of nowhere, seemingly. I was borrowing Xander's super shoes, and thankfully they paid off. Helped me feel really good. Went down the paved path. I think I averaged 5:22 pace or something. Qual, once we were about a mile away and he hadn't caught me, I was like, okay, he's not gonna get a 53-second gap on me. So I kind of knew it was in the bag, and was kind of trying to just soak in the moment. And I ended up averaging 5:22. I think Qual averaged 5:12 or something. He went super fast. That came out of nowhere for me. I don't know how I pulled that out. But anyways, went down in the history books. We beat them by 40 seconds. After 275 miles. 10 runners, 3 days. 40 seconds separated our two teams. Had our team been 1 second slower on each leg, we would have lost to them. There were 50-something legs. That just goes to show how thin sometimes the margins can be. I've never seen anything like that. It seemed like the race director people thought that it was crazy too, because they said 40 seconds, wow, it's super close. But yeah, goes down in the history books. RWA, runner-ups. And now, of course, we get to this year. Of this team, we are returning. Let's see if I can do this. Xander Hartsuff, last second notice. He just returned from Africa a week ago. But we pulled him off the bench because this guy, Shane Skelsey, is going through an injury, sadly. He was going to be one of our guys. But now Xander's subbing in. Shane's still going because he's a champ. And he loves GLR. We get to Tom Oates, our MVP. Pretty much always. He's the best. If you were to clone 10 people, let's say you cloned everybody doing GLR and made 10 versions of them, the 10 Tom Oateses would win. I would bet so much money. The 10 Tom Oateses would win. Anyways, we keep going. James Gedris, great runner. Joseph Fedorenko, third time on the team. He was on the team before it was named RWA, back when we were the Goblin Gang. Not as good. Anyways, then we get to some people who are no longer on the team. My younger brother, Bram, and Connell. Connell's going to Syracuse now. Can't make it back. And then our fearless captain, Matt Rosolowski. And then my former pupil, Will Huebner. So those are the 7 returners, 8 returners counting Shane. We get to our 3 new additions. Addition number 1, Andrew Hyland from Grand Valley. I don't know him super well, but I had former teammates at Chelsea that went to Grand Valley, and so they know him. So I'm looking forward to getting to know him a little bit better. Then Eric Swinson, who is a former Calvin teammate. Xander went to Calvin with Xander, and also one of Will's kind of rivals in the MIAA. And so he'll be out there. He seems ready. And then, 10th guy, Connor Kolka, Wittenberg guy, very, very fast 10Ker. He is my new replacement at Adrian College, assistant coach. So good luck to him there. I'm sure he'll do great. But yeah, that's RWA 2025. Feeling good about the team. I think we're slightly better than last year. Obviously, we're bringing back a lot of the same people. But I cannot be more excited. I feel slightly more prepared than last year, I would say. I mean, obviously doing the same mileage, so how much difference can it be? But yeah, we'll see how the team does. Maybe next Sunday night I come back to you out here and give you a full rundown on how it went. It'll be fresh in my brain, so maybe that'd be a good thing for me. But that's the RWA preview. RWA 2025, GLR 2025. If you're going to be out there, we'll see you there. Wearing the number 2 bib.